Hi, Blake here at the Screen Innovations Galactic Headquarters, and I want to introduce you, or rather reintroduce you to a classic motorized design, or what we call the 5 Series Motorized. First of all, why do you need a motorized screen? Well, it's like this. There's not one display or LED video wall in the world that can do something as simple as this, which is simply roll up and roll back down. So what we like to call this is not just a 5 Series motorized or a classic motorized. In our case, we call it a rollable display. There you go. The rollable display works because of 2 things. First of all, we're using our slate 1.2 gain ambient light rejecting contrast enhancing material. In other words, this material works with the lights on. 32 foot candles of light. We're panning the whole room because I wanted you to see that every one of these fluorescents is on. None of these windows are covered. This is a crazy bright room. So if you're doing your spec, 30 foot candles is actually what I recommend if you're looking at a wide bank of windows and lots of fluorescents. That's a great way to start your project from the Screen Wizard. And just to prove it, we're at 32 foot candles. There it is. How's that auto zoom do? So here I want to show you how the screen material is actually 100% opaque. So I've got my iPhone light going directly behind the screen, right? And you're not seeing that show up in the image anywhere. Just to make sure you guys don't know I'm there, you can probably see me denting the screen with the phone, right? And the flashlight, but again, it's not coming through. In other words, drop it in front of an untreated window, the direct sunlight can hit the screen directly from behind, and it cannot penetrate the material. So this is a great way to get your conference room into a large display environment. Now, what makes our classic motorized, our 5 Series motorized different than everybody else? Well, actually quite a bit. You know, after all, we didn't invent tap tinted design, but we did reinvent it. Let me take you through a couple of the details real quick. First of all, the tabs. We do not attach tabs with glue to our screen material. In fact, that little eyelid is cut out by our cutting tables, where we use high-end Eastman cutting tables here at Screen Innovations with up to a 64th of an inch tolerance. You might notice immediately that we don't have nearly the hourly glass shape that other screens do. In other words, what that does for you is that gives you a lot more screen surface image with a lot less flare. 24 inches of drop is free from us. We do not charge you to order up to 24 inches of drop, up to 2 feet of black drop. Now, if you don't need it, only get 12 because it's a little bit faster and easier for us to build a screen. But again, we're not charging you for up to 2 feet of drop. We are also the only screen company on this planet Earth to not paint their screen borders. We are the first screen company to actually print our screen borders. Now, what does that do for us? Well, a couple things. When you paint your borders, you're adding thickness to the screen material, quite a bit of thickness to the screen material. So imagine though, I've only added thickness to this side, that side, and around the rim. So when I roll the screen up, roll it up, now the edges are thicker than the middle of the screen material rolled up on the tube. What happens in a couple weeks is we'll get a sag, we'll get a flat spot, you unroll the screen after a month or 2, and you get a repeating line in the screen. So it's a classic motorized, it's tab tension. Why buy this product over the competing products? Well, first thing you might say is price. I'm not gonna buy this thing. It's gotta be way more expensive than any other motorized out there. That's the key, it's not. The 5 Series motorized is now the new standard for tab tension motorized screens. You get ambient light rejecting, contrast enhancing. In other words, a rollable display. No other screen company working with your favorite projector manufacturer can promise you and guarantee a predictable result using our Screen Wizard tool that I can give you a rollable display image. Don't believe me? Give me a shot, give me a call. I'll show you exactly how we can do this with your next install. Don't go classic white, go 5 Series motorized with slate and get yourself a rollable display.